So when I just missing the dates, I think. I think the first rally was in 2012, yes, or 2013, I don't quite remember, 2012, and that was the time when there were presidential elections and they were a total fraud, and people began to go to the streets. And I had this really magical feeling that some miracle is happening, because 2 years, I don't know, 2 years in 2010, I just couldn't imagine that someone will go out to the streets to riot against some, I don't know, some fraud elections, because, you know, we were all so scared. And personally, I was very scared of the police, because, you know, my mother told me that if a policeman will hold me and, I don't know, catch me for something, for some alcohol on the street, she said, give him everything and just go home. Don't stay there any minute. They can kill you, they can, I don't know, torture you. And we really were very scared. Maybe it was paranoid, I don't know. And then, 2 years after this, a lot of people came out to the streets, and it was a great feeling of hope. And we went on the streets. I went to some rallies with my mother. And you know, everyone was so polite, and they were so intelligent and nice, and you just saw a lot of smart faces around you, and it was really, really very inspiring. And we went to series of these rallies, and we really had some hope. And now I think that, I don't know, we only go backwards. I think that we are far more back than we were in 2010, when I was scared at the first place. But now I'm not very scared. I just go to these rallies if we have them, and I know that, I don't know, mostly because I'm a girl, nothing bad will happen to me, because I think they won't beat the girl. And I usually go and I say to myself that I will stay for 15 minutes, because I actually don't know what to do on a rally, because I don't like to listen to all these speeches. And you know, it's nice when you have a parade, because when you have a parade you meet at one place and you have to go to some other place, and all you have to do is walking. And it's okay with me, because I know that I just have to walk. Maybe I don't know, I can have some A4 paper with me with something written on it, but I just walk. I just came and I just walk because I have some position. But if I come to a rally, you know, I don't know what to do there, because you have to stand and you have to, I don't know, to scream or to, I don't know, Russia will be free or something like this. So I just got there usually and stayed for, I don't know, 15 or 30 minutes. And you know, it was, when we had these rallies, it was a very nice thing that I could get there alone, and I was sure that I will find my friends there, that I will come there, and I will of course meet some of my colleagues, some of my friends. And there wasn't any rally where I didn't meet anyone. And now I still go there, but you know, I just don't see any meaning in it, because I see that I don't know how, but we cannot do anything. There are some people who say that we shall go to the Kremlin and kill all the bastards, and I know, to start a revolution. But personally, I'm afraid to start a revolution, because I don't want any one of my relatives and friends to get hurt. And I think that the best that we can do is just to stay there. But we stay there, and they stay there. And everybody stays there and nothing's happening. And I just stopped and I don't know, I just read the news every day, and it just, something awful happens really every day. They have some new laws, or they are planning some new laws, and at some place at time, I just really started crying when I read the news, and I stopped to read the news. Now I'm reading my Facebook feed, and I get all the best, no, not best, all the worst, all the worst news from there. You know, when we had this Pussy Riot thing happening, I don't know why, but I was sure that they will let them go. I thought that maybe they would decide to be kind. I thought maybe at the last moment, you know, it's my love for the cinema maybe. I thought that Putin will show himself as a kind man because, you know, he's kind of a Tsar and he have to be kind. And for me, this kindness would be more important than, I don't know, ideas, because the girls would be okay. And I read all the materials about Pussy Riot stuff, and I just waited that he will let them go, that he would let them go. And at the end of this thing, he didn't, obviously. And I was like, oh my god, really? Really? These girls? And it was, I don't know. And every time when I thought that people out there have something, I don't know, humane, they didn't have it. And it's really, really very sad. And I think that we just, I don't know, I just don't know what can we do. Because we can, whether, for me personally, I have this, I don't know, crisis, because I think, okay, I don't like the situation in this country, and I don't want my kids to grow up there, because it's really difficult and it's really very dangerous, because you can do nothing to be safe. Every day, every minute, someone can make something to you and you cannot do anything. And I ask myself, okay, what shall I do? And I don't know what shall I do, because, okay, I can put my life onto it and go and try it, and go to the police station and then go to jail and spend best time of my life in jail. Or I can, I don't know, leave the country, and maybe it would be better for my children if I have them. But I don't want to leave the country, because it's not my country that I don't like, it's just several people that I don't like, and I like, and I don't speak about, I don't know, culture or something very high stuff. I speak about my friends, about my family, about my work, about, I don't know, my childhood memories here, and I just don't want to leave all this. And of course, I don't want to be some immigrant in Europe, because I'm kind of comfortable here, unless I do something that they wouldn't like. And the third way is to, I don't know, do what you can. And so when I know there is a rally, I go there and I stand there, and I feel very stupid, really, because I'm just like standing there and I think that nothing's gonna happen and no one's give a damn. But I just go and stay. You know, it's like, I don't know, quality time with my mother, because we go there together. So I think that maybe it's even worse than 4 or 5 years ago, because, you know, when you tasted, it's a very stupid phrase, but when you tasted this freedom and this hope, and then it was taken away from you, and you like, whoa, that wasn't true. and this is not gonna happen. Nothing will be better, and everything's got to be worse and worse and worse. And I don't know, several years ago I was like, okay, I wish Putin I wish Putin dies accidentally, I don't know, unpainfully, and everything will be okay. But now I'm really sure that nothing will be okay if he dies, because it's mostly about the people and not about him. Because, you know, we have these numbers from some sociology researches, research numbers that, I don't know, 80% of people support Putin. And I don't think this is fraud. I think this is really true, because I see these people everywhere. Every step I make outside my circle of compatibility, I see these people, you know. My mother went to a birthday party several weeks ago, and she has a boyfriend, and he is he lived in the United States for several years, and he's Ukrainian, he's Crimean. He was born in Crimea. He has an American passport, and he is very glad that Crimea is Russian now, because, you know, Crimea is Russian, and my mother is against this, and they stopped to talk about this because they figured out that if they would, that they would break up. Really, because there were huge fights. So they went, and he's about, I don't know, 47, or maybe my mother is 52, so he's several years younger, so he's maybe 48, and they went to a birthday party to a friend of his. And there were people who were 47, 48, 50 years old, and when they gathered around the table and they got their liquids and their drinks, they all stood up, and the guy who had a birthday, he said, okay, the first toast for the Putin. And my mother was like, silently, oh my god. And her boyfriend was like whispering in her ear, stop making the face, stop making the face, stop making the face. And my mother told me that that she just made the face. And they are people who have education, and they are engineers, and they are not, I don't know, 80 years old. They are 47, 48, 50, under 55, and they start a birthday party with a toast for Putin. And then you just realize, and my mom, she's a hairdresser, and she has a Facebook account, and she posts some oppositional stuff, just like, I don't know, I'm going to a rally, go with me. And some of her clients called her and told her that they won't need her services anymore, wouldn't need her services anymore, because she's a stupid bitch, and they don't want to know her anymore. So her position cost her some money, I think. And you know, I know most of these people, and it's kind of, I don't know what to say, it's kind of awful. It's really awful that these people are really, they are so happy about what is happening around us. And they think that life is getting better and better, and they don't see some obvious things. I don't know, they don't understand that, I don't know, Putin took their pensions to build some stuff in Crimea, and they don't understand that they will have no money when they will get old, and I don't know, and they watch TV and they believe all this stuff, and they think that, I don't know, that I'm going on a rally, that I'm paid in dollars, of course, and I don't know, I don't think that they are bad or evil, and I don't think that they are stupid. I think that their lives are so really, really, really bad that this kind of stability that they have, I don't know why they love Putin. They usually say that they have stability. With Putin, life has become better. And I just try to imagine that what kind of life they have, that they have to lean on these patriotic feelings to feel good. They cannot feel good unless they think that, I don't know, United States are worse than us, that everyone is afraid of us. So I think that they have to be so unhappy, and unless they are happy, we won't have any other situation. And the life is bad, so they will be unhappy, so